In this week's portion, we study the portion of Reeh. Reeh is the first word of the portion, and it means see. The Torah begins with the following text. Reeh, see, Anochi noten lifnechem hayom, I place before you today, bracha uklala, a blessing and a curse. And Moses continues to enumerate all the blessings that will befall upon the Jewish people when they adhere to God's commandments, and what will happen in case they don't. And these are the curses, unfortunately, that will meet anyone who does not obey God. The Lubavitch Rebbe is asking, how is it that the beginning of the portion begins with Reeh, see? You tell someone see on something that is good. Anochi noten lifnechem, I place before you today. Placing before you applies to something which is good. And immediately the text continues, bracha uklala, a blessing and a curse. Blessing is appropriate to say, see, I'm placing before you a blessing. But the idea that a curse is placed before us and we should see it as something good is very difficult to comprehend. After all, we don't want the curse. We don't want it to be punished. It is applied only in case we disobey and anger God. How is it possible that Moshe combines blessing and curse together, telling us, see, I am placing before you, as if it is a special gift given to us? The Rebbe explains that in order for us to merit all the blessings and be able to achieve all that God is asking from us, we must be able to make a choice. There must be negativity, curse, bad, darkness, and the opposite of godliness. Otherwise, we wouldn't choose to be good. We will be forced to do good because we have no other option. There is no other way of behaving. The only time that we are credited and we are scoring points is when we choose to do something. The choice can apply only when you have an equal power of doing something that's away from God or doing the right thing, receiving the blessing and pleasing God. Therefore, in Judaism, we look at a curse or the sin or any behavior which is against God, not something that is opposing godliness, God forbid, but something that actually enables us to come closer to God by refraining from that behavior. In other words, in Judaism, everything God created is good and a blessing. Even those activities and goods that are not good for us, and God commands us to stay away and refrain from interacting with. For an example, walking on Shabbat, eating non-kosher, dishonesty, disrespecting people, etc. The only reason they exist is so that when we do the right thing and we stay away from negativity, we are credited for all the good we do. And now we can understand when Moshe is placing before us the choice, Reeh, see how great it is. Anochi noten lifnechem hayom, I place before you today. Today meaning every day, as if it is a fresh gift arrived for the first time. Bracha uklala, the blessing and the curse, because the curse is also a great blessing in disguise. That interestingly explains why the Targum, the translator Yonatan ben Uziel, who lived over 2,000 years ago, he translated the Torah to Greek. He translated the word klala as the opposite of blessing. He does not say blessing and curse. He says the blessing and its counter. And the reason is because the curse is not something very, very bad, but actually it is part of the gift. It's a package deal that only through it we are able to enjoy the blessing. And therefore I think the lesson for us is obvious. Whenever we face a challenge, we can turn to God and say, take it away from us, why did you bring it to us? But actually the reason God placed before us a challenge is to enable us to jump over the hoop, to prove that we are able to serve God amidst all the challenges and difficulties. Thus, even the curse, even the negativity becomes a great blessing. I want to wish you all a very successful and healthy week. Thank you.